You know, I like to talk a lot about other people, and I do that
Well,
on the
you
show
do.
all day. I sure do. And you know, my first guest has been on with me for over 16. He's into 17 years now, and Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. We've been talking a little bit, but thank you for your support. Thank you. You're also one of my sponsors, and I appreciate that as well, and the support, but also how you help so many people. We're so lucky to have you here in the Valley, because not every state has a person like you. You stand out a little bit. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I hope I stand out a little bit. I'm not yes, I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, but I do a lot more than just that. I don't have the watch or the pendulum that I do, but I sit back and listen to what the person comes in for. And I did over 65,000 people by this time in my career, and I've done it over 40 years. And the thing is I listen to what people think their problem is, and that's really just a symptom. It's not their problem. They come in and it's, what's your problem? They go, I'm a smoker and I gotta quit. Well, smoking's not their problem, that's a symptom. We gotta find the underlying problem and get rid of that, and all of a sudden they don't want to smoke anymore. Same thing with drugs, alcohol, it doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes even relationships. Somewhere that electrochemical organic computer sitting on their shoulders, called their head and their mind, has been programmed to do exactly what they've been doing. Whether it's right or wrong, every time you do something, it becomes easier to do that again. And the thing is, people think that practice makes perfect. It doesn't. Practice makes permanent. So every time you practice something, it becomes ingrained into you, and it becomes more permanent. You can do it without even thinking.
You know, one of the things that you've mentioned before on the show many, many times is that you can go right back to, oh my God, you didn't show me that.
I can go right back to where?
Aw, he's got an owie. So now I'm tongue-tied.
You lost your train of thought, didn't you?
No, I wanted to say this, that you can go back into someone's mind literally, and you have to go back to where that happened. And even beyond that you can do that.
And that's the thing. That's what I use hypnosis for. And because under hypnosis you have 100% total recall memory, any good hypnotist can put you in a trance and motivate you for a short time. But not all hypnotists can put you where that all of a sudden you tell them exactly when it was, how it happened, to program into your mind that you would respond like you do. Some of the times you don't know why you do things, but it just automatically happens to you. And when we find out what that is, we go back, we change what happened, we changed how you're thinking, all of a sudden, maybe one or two things changes in your life, but maybe 5 or 6 things change in your life, and all of a sudden you're in control of your life instead of being controlled by the people, places, or the past. And that's what we want to do.
And you also give a lifetime warranty. There isn't anyone, I'm sorry, there is not one person out there
Ask
that
your
would do
doctor
that.
if he'll give you a lifetime
Right.
warranty
Or
on
your
whatever
lawyer.
you do, or
Right.
your lawyer or anything else. And even colleagues of mine, they said, how can you, that's gotta be, how can you do that? I said, because my program works.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take somebody else's program and change it around. No, I started mine from the ground floor up, and I know what, over these years, I know what makes people do certain things
Mm-hmm.
and how to get them out of it. To me, it's very simple, but I gotta take people step by step so that they understand it. And do they really have to understand it? Most of the time, no, and we can do it in a few sessions, but I like the client to be working with me as a teammate instead of just sitting there waiting for things to happen.
The other thing that you do is that what the reason why you want them to understand what this is, because a lot of people, they think that it's hokey, and what you do is not hokey. And you've helped many thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and your success rate is a 98% success rate. And what you do with people is when you bring them in, first of all, obviously they're going to tell you what's wrong, but you want to show them what real hypnotherapy is, number one. Number two, you are giving them the work to do, and they're doing it at home
Right.
while you sleep.
You know, 90% of the work's done in your sleep, because your conscious mind is the analytical part of your mind. That's the one that goes to sleep. The other part of your mind, the subconscious mind, that's totally emotional, and it doesn't think. It has been programmed sometime in your life to respond the way that you have been responding. And remember, every time you respond that way, it becomes easier, and then all of a sudden, you can't hardly get rid of it. Most people can do it on their own for a while. Like, I always like to pick on smokers. They'll quit smoking for a while, but they gain 40 pounds or 50 pounds, and then they say to themselves, I'd rather smoke than be heavy. Or all of a sudden they get stressed out and they go to smoking again. So we do something different. We get rid of the underlying problem, and that's what we need to do.
And so you can call him at 602-547-0446. And you please call him, leave a message, tell him what's going on. He's on the air right now, but leave a message and talk to him and tell him what's going on, and he'll see how he can help you. You're gonna get a customized program that meets your needs. It's customized, I've been there. You have programs, but then you take those programs that you've written, and then you take it and you work it around that person individually.
That's right. Then when I work with a person after the second or third time, I'm usually custom building their program for them right there. And I might even make them a new downloadable CD that they can take home, and they can download it and listen to it as they sleep. And one great thing is, most all of my clients, they come in for whatever it is, they always tell me they get great sleep. And the thing is because you automatically turn loose and let go. And as I told you before we got on air, I had one person out of 65,000 people, not too bad, he's saying, I can't sleep with your CD. He says every time you get done, he says, I'm stressed out. And so we're gonna work on that today, but there's a reason for that. And I just go back and I'll find the reason. We eliminate that reason, we go on with
Right,
make it successful.
I wanna say something. No, this is another thing. No matter what you do, I don't care who you use or what you're doing, you can go take shots, you can do all the things that you wanna do to either lose weight, to stop smoking, to drugs, anything, whatever it is. When you do this, you have to have that open mind that accepts what you're doing. If you don't, if you have you go in there and this ain't gonna work, you know what? That you can't do that. You have to have, like you said, let go and accept what you're doing.
Well, a lot of times that's not true, because I have people come in and they're very skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, after they come back, they've listened to the program for a few days, they come back and say, I can't believe it, I'm sleeping better, I'm not thinking about smoking so much, because I never take anything away from them.
How many people say to you, ready? I can't believe I didn't do this sooner.
Yeah, because it's so simple and so easy. People have tried to quit smoking for years or lose weight for years, and all of a sudden they find out, my gosh, this is simple and easy.
And I happen to know many people personally that I know that have been smokers and had to lose weight, wanted to change their attitude, so many different things. You can do almost anything with anyone, and they love you. All of them say, I love Doc.
I get a lot of Christmas cards.
That number to call them again at 602-547-0446. Do me a favor, leave them a message, and whether it's for you or someone that you know, let's give them the gift of being free.
I like that. The gift of being free.
Write that down. That's something that you could use as a
Is it okay for me to let Rosanna in?
Sorry?
It's okay for me to open the door and let Rosanna in?
Sure, of course. The gift of being free.
And successful.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Rosanna, meet Doc, the owner of Hypnotic One, longest running guest on the show, almost 17 years.
Wow, how are you?
I'm okay. How about you guys? You
Good.
guys are doing good? She went to Mexico. What did you do?
I worked all weekend at the events We had a Mexican baseball fiesta here at the Maryville.
I saw the one in Tucson. I saw it. I saw you post some things on, I think it was online.
Yeah,
but I
we'll
saw
do that
it.
one next week, or this week. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
start
that's this week. I thought I saw something that was posted on something that you did.
I'm sure,
probably.
I'm sure.
They're a bank. They, well, it's a credit union.
Digital
Oh,
credit.
we'll tell that later. Okay, ready? We have plenty of time.
I know. You didn't see it, I just give you the same sign that
What
you
happened
made.
to you? Did you fall today?
That ain't today, that's a couple weeks ago.
What happened? Did
Oh,
you drop your bike?
No. Somebody, two guys thought they was gonna take my money. And one was wearing glass, and I went like that. And his glasses broke, went my, and I knocked the other out.
Where, at your place?
And it wasn't at my place, but.
Okay, well, you be careful. Well, you
Hello.
got karate choppers.
But you don't want to, I haven't done it for years, but it just all of a sudden just comes back and.
Yeah, well, if somebody's trying to get to you.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have the time to get my gun.
Make sure that you have me as your, beneficiary.
Oh, I already got that, sure.
I'll tell you something. Oh.
But it's just so funny, they were so bold until.
Is this Hustle, the ad? Okay. We'll
But
put it
it was
closer to
just so
you.
funny that they thought they was real big and tough until,
And then so you hit him in the eye.
so it took him out. Then I looked at the other guy, he said, no, and I hit him too. I says, do you want anything else?
Aw, that's scary.
That's what you do. Maybe they
I'd be
won't take an
screaming
old
and
guys
running.
again.
Yeah.
Oh. But anyway, everything's good, and it felt good,
But you-
except that.
That hurt. But was it from his glasses? What?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
just lucky it wasn't his teeth, because then you get infected.
Oh, no. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. His website is hypnotic1.com. And anybody, I don't care if you're dealing with someone yourself, you yourself, a significant other, family member, young or old.
And I always tell people, are you getting what you want? Are you healthy, wealthy, and wiser? If you're not, life's only so long. Why postpone it? Let's get it done now so you can live the rest of your life being successful and taking control of your life instead of being controlled by people, places, things, or the past.
Now, you will not let anyone fail.
How can you fail when you got a coach and a trainer that knows how to help you be successful and overcome every one of your obstacles? No, I won't let them fail, and I'll give them a lifetime warning. I don't care if it's a year, 5 years, 10 years later, and I've had people from 10 years call me up and says, hey, this is so-and-so, remember me? And I'll go, what'd you come in for? I said, yeah. And you know what? One guy from England, he flew in to see me. He says, I got to see you. So he comes in, he sees me, and I says, what's going on? He says, I wore out the CD. And I says, wow, that's been 10 years ago since you come in. How you doing? He says, oh, real good. I says, how often you play it? He says, oh, I played it every night. He says, I really like going to sleep with it, because I wake up feeling refreshed and energized and ready to go. He said, but it just kind of wore out.
We wrote something down because I came up with it. I don't know how it happened, just flew out of my mouth. And that happens a lot. The gift of being free, and then you said, and successful.
That's, you know what, we all want to be free. Take control of your life instead of being controlled by people, places, things, or the past, or the economy, or whatever it is. You know what? You're not a slave unless you let yourself to be one.
Mm-hmm.
And be successful. Everybody wants to be successful, but a lot of people won't do the things it takes to be successful.
Right.
So the thing is, we get you motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing happens in your life until you make it happen. and you have to have a reason for it.
And this change is different than changing, like, you know, when you lose some weight, you're happy, let's say that's what you're doing, and then you turn around and, you know, it becomes the holidays, so you start gaining the weight, right? But for you, what you do is you get into the mind, you change their perspective on things, with the way they look at things, and guess what? Now that's permanent. It's not just like, you know, it's as permanent as you can get.
And that's, yeah, you know, we call it paradigm mind shifting. It's how you look at food and how you look at your situation, how you look at you. You might get stressed out for a while and forget about some of the good things, just like you do any other time.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden you put the CD back in, or you give me a call and we get you back on track, and there you go.
Now, his number is 602-547-0446. He can help you, he can help anyone if it's dealing with, how about drug addiction?
Oh.
That's a big one.
You know, a drug addiction, it's easy, so smoking, so is alcohol. Any addiction's really easy. An addiction's anything that you do, you know you shouldn't do, but you keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst one is procrastination. I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start later. I'll do it when I'm out of alcohol, I'll do it when I'm out of cigarettes, I'll do it.
After the holidays.
Oh, yeah, and I tell you what, that'll be coming up pretty soon, but we've got some holidays. There's always a holiday in America, but I tell you what, there's always a reason to eat and do something. But the drug addiction is so simple and so easy.
And he doesn't take anything away, that's what's amazing.
There's no withdrawals when I work with you, because the thing is, I don't take anything away. I don't say quit that drug, I don't do that. I give you the program, I sit down and explain a lot of things. You go home, you use it, and all of a sudden when you come in the next week, either you're cut in half of the usage, or you've stopped altogether.
Right.
And you're not having any withdrawals because we do it a different way. I have not taken anybody else's hypnotic program and turned it around and reworded like most every hypnotist out there. And I've got hypnotists coming to me, and they want to take and know how I do it so easy. And I've even had some of them do it covertly and buy a program so they can get it. But the thing is you have to know how to get a person to automatically want that change so that they automatically do it. You have to start with a foundation. You don't start with the end result and go backwards, and that's what most people do. They'll try to get off drugs by, they won't buy them for a while, or they won't be. No, you gotta change your mindset. It's just like your computer, that electrochemical organic computer you have sitting on your shoulders. We gotta reboot it. We gotta reprogram it and get that virus out of there. And you help me do it. So the thing is you won't do it on your own because you don't know how. And I can't do it by myself. I work with you as a coach, a trainer, and a teammate, and I don't let you fail. The only way you can fail, stay home and do it your way.
His number is 602-547-0446. You know, one of the things that, especially now, we're getting into that season, and we've talked about that, and eating is probably the hardest one, and that's because people have to eat.
Yeah, you have to eat, but you don't. But we have been using food for many different reasons. There's only 3 reasons to eat: body nutrition, body maintenance, and body repair. And people take and eat because, they're bored. They eat because, it looks good, feels good, tastes good, it's cheap and easy. Or it's that time of day, and they're not really hungry. But they automatically eat, so they automatically go up. We automatically get them out of that, and there's no withdrawals. There's no, gosh, I can't have chocolate anymore. No, it's nothing like that. All of a sudden, you find out why you're eating that crap, and we change it. We change it in your mindset. It's like reprogramming your computer. All of a sudden, it becomes so simple and so easy. You all of a sudden look at me and say, what took me so long to come in here?
Everybody says it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And the thing is instead of going on all those trending diets, all those trending things to break any kind of habit, or now it's anything on the television, they're giving you all these kind of different drugs, pills, and isn't it funny? Most of them are from overseas somewhere. They've harvested something that you can't get here. Now, eat properly and give your body what it needs, And don't give it a bunch of crap, and all of a sudden you get healthier. And that's what is great about it. So most of your food in the grocery, I'm sorry to say this, but most of it is crap. It's been indoctrinated with a lot of different chemicals. We put over 12,000 different chemicals in our food in this country, and we've only checked out about 20 of them.
I think what's wonderful is when you change that person's mindset, that they're not hungry anymore, they want to have that better food, and they are, do you need your water? You change the way they think about things, and that is everything. We're talking about drugs, we're talking about cigarettes, we're talking about food, but there's so much more. Nail biters.
When you are an alcoholic or you're a drug addict, you're not thinking clearly. When you're not eating the right foods, you're not thinking clearly. And all of a sudden, we get you to start taking and eating properly, and all of a sudden you have more energy. All of a sudden you start thinking differently. And when you think different, you do different things.
That number to call them again is 602-547-0446.
And if you're that golfer, you've got that swing that is just, you can't get rid of that slice or the hook or whatever it is, come in and see me, because that is programmed into you in your mind. You'll find out that all of a sudden you don't have it anymore.
Right.
Or if you need it, you can put it in.
Right, I tell you, the minute you make a bad shot, the rest of the game is shot.
It won't be after I get done with it, because you automatically start thinking from ball to position, and we get over that.
So the other thing that I mentioned was nail biting, people who do that, children, that there's people that do cutting. I mean, there's many things that you can do, help them in every single way.
And you know what, every hypnotist, every therapist, every psychologist has a new thing that comes into their office that they haven't been trained for. I love them new things, because I look at that as just a symptom, not as the problem. And we'll find out, and I'll take it. Sometimes it takes me a few weeks to get them over it. Sometimes they get over it in just one session. But the thing is, you have to look at it as only a symptom, it's not the problem.
And with him, he will not let you fail. You have a lifetime warranty. And let me just tell you something. Everybody I know that works with Doc, they all say the same thing. I love Doc. I'm so glad that I went. I don't know why I did it sooner. I didn't do it sooner. The other thing that also I want you to know is that he does have a 98% success rate. You're going to go in there and you're going to talk to him and find out what real hypnotherapy is. It could be you, it could be your kids, you could be anyone, your grandkids, anyone that you know that's suffering. They don't have to any longer. Give him a call, tell him what's going on, and let him talk to you and see how he can help you. Again, that number to call him is 602-547-0446. Check him out. It's HYPNOTIC, #1.com.
And you didn't let me talk.
What did you say?
And you didn't let me talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hold on.